Hey everyone, Elias Acuna here. I'm here to give you your 2023 mid-year Hampden County, Massachusetts real estate market update. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Starting with the units listed. Now this is year to date, the number of homes that actually have come on the market since January 1st, going through January 30th of this year. We've actually had just 2,077 homes. Going back over the last few years, you can see that we've had a 19% reduction in the number of homes that came on the market versus the same time last year, and 41% less than the same time 2019. Back in 2019, we had 2,872 homes that had gotten listed between January 1st and June 30th of that year. Moving on to our available listings. Now this is the current number of homes that are actually available as of June 30th. Doesn't include the homes that have already sold. So as we've seen, we've got less homes that came on the market over the year, which results with less homes still being available as of June 30th. So as of June 30th, 2023, we had just 254 available single-family homes in Hampden County. That was 27% less than 2022. And going back to 2019, we're looking at a 67% reduction in the available number of homes in Hampden County. All right, now moving on to some other stats that we've got in here. Let's talk about sold year to date. Now this is the number of homes that have actually sold between January 1st through June 30th of 2023. Now as of this year, we're looking at 1,356 homes, this is single family homes, that have actually sold in Hampden County through the MLS. Now that's a 22% reduction from the same time last year, 2022. And then going back to 2019, we're looking at about 28% less homes that have actually sold year to date versus that same time. Let's talk about median days on the market. So as we've seen, we've seen a large reduction in some of the other stats that we've just had there. We've seen a large reduction in some of those other stats that I just showed you, but median days on the market hasn't necessarily been affected all that much. As you can see, as of this year, June 30th, we're looking at about 23 days on the market for properties that have sold. The same time last year, the year before, was 20 days, so just slight increase there. It is a reduction versus 5 years ago, but again, no major change over the last year or so. All right, now moving into our month's supply. Now this is the indicator that shows us whether or not it's actually a buyer's or a seller's market. Month supply is basically telling us, how long would it take for all of the current homes to actually sell, assuming no new properties come on the market. Now we take the number of homes that are available and how many homes have sold over the same period of time. Let's say it's 30 days, and then that ratio gives us again this month's supply of inventory. So as of June 30th, our month supply of inventory is at 0.9 months. So that tells us if no new homes come on the market, it'll take less than a month for all the properties to actually sell. Going back to 2019, you can see we had 2.27 months supply of inventory. Now one of the things that everyone needs to understand is that even at 2.27 months supply of inventory, we were in a strong seller's market. So being under 1 month supply of inventory puts us in still a very strong seller's market. Now, if we were, let's say, somewhere between 4 and 6 months supply of inventory, that would be considered more of a balanced market where the market's not necessarily favoring buyers or sellers. And if it was over 6 months, we'd be in a market that would be favoring buyers. Buyers would be negotiating prices down. But because we're dealing with such low inventory still when it comes to this, our month's supply, the market is still favoring sellers. And we can go ahead and see that in our final stat here, which is the median sale price. Now the median sale price as of 2023 was $295,250. Now this is 2.5% more than 2022, but going back just 5 years, we're looking at over a 30% increase in the median sale price for properties in Hampden County. So that can show you the effects of us being in a seller's market for a long period of time. Those price increases every year start to accumulate, and 5 years later, we're seeing these big differences in what properties used to sell for. So what does this all mean? Well, means that we're still in a seller's market. And even though we're seeing less properties come on the market, and because of rates, we're seeing some less demand, the ratio between the number of homes and the amount of buyers out there is still kind of remaining the same and is still favoring sellers. So we are still in a seller's market, though we aren't seeing the same crazy scenarios we were the same time last year, waiving inspections with waiving appraisals and all that stuff, waiver asking price. We're still seeing those offers, just not as many. So if you're out there as a buyer, you still need to be competitive. Very important to talk to your agent to make sure you understand how you need to structure your offer in order to be the most competitive you can be with a particular property, because then not all houses are going to end up selling way above the asking price. Now with the seller, because the market is still, favoring you, it doesn't mean you can just throw it out there for any price. It's still important to make sure that you are pricing your property correctly, and that you're also reviewing the offers that are coming into you, and that you're choosing one that gets you or increases your chances that you're going to get to that end goal. Just because you have somebody that offers you $50,000 more for your property doesn't necessarily mean they'll be able to get you $50,000 more for that property. Okay, well, if you have any questions about real estate, buying or selling, Massachusetts, Connecticut, or anywhere for that matter, feel free to reach out to me, Elias Acuna, at He Sells Houses, or reach out to us at acunarealestate.net.